Is that do or die football?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Whenever you play a divisional team for the third time, it's going to be tough. It's going to be ugly. All that matters is you come out with a win.
What's going through your mind during that Sam Hubbard play?
Run faster, Sam. Go. Get there. He actually did look pretty fast, surprisingly.
You think faster than your 20 miles per hour?
I don't know about that one.
Losing Jonah, obviously, don't know right now what the severity is, but if he's not able to play against the Bills, potentially 3 starters, what would you say to those who question if you guys are going to be able to overcome that many injuries on the offense?
We have a lot of faith in those guys. Max stepped up today, Akeem stepped up today, and then Jackson stepped up when he got in there, after Jonah got hurt. So we have a lot of faith in those guys. They're going to get their job done.
What does Hubbard mean to the defense and the team as a whole?
No, he's really one of the leaders of the team, and he's recognized as a captain, and so he's kind of what this whole thing is built on: toughness, hard work, leadership. Those are the kind of guys that we try to bring in here, and he's one of my best friends, and he comes up with big plays over and over and over again. He's a great leader, gets his work done, constant positive attitude in the locker room, exactly the kind of guy you want on your team.
Joe, you've seen this defense do this over and over again this year. Curious, when you're watching on the sideline and they're marching down the field, are you expecting them almost at this point they're going to make a play?
Yeah, you do, but at the same time, in your own head, you're expecting them not to because you're trying to get yourself ready to go out there and make plays. So I always expect them to make the kind of plays that they do in those big moments, but I'm always ready as well.
So they made a commitment to
How stressful is that watching when they're driving?
Yeah. Well, it's playoff football. That's what it's all about. You try to keep your cool and trust your guys to do their jobs.
They made a commitment they weren't going to have you throw anything longer than 18 yards. Do you think they would? I mean, usually they pop a blitz or something, but it seemed like they just stayed pretty constant. I mean, is that?
They mix the blitz in here or there. You got to give them credit. They're really good on defense. They understand their scheme. They mix up their coverages. They mix up their blitzes. They're good up front. It's really good defense. One of the best in the league.
Did they change anything in the second half? Did they do anything to kind of?
They just mix it up. Mix up their coverages. Mix up their pressures. Mix up their fronts. They make it tough on you.
On the Hubbard play, I mean, what about the play by Pratt and Wills? Pratt sort of stood Huntley up, and Wilson drifted. That's a tough play, dude.
Yeah. So I haven't even seen the whole play yet. I just saw Sam running down the field, but I'm sure. Obviously, guys stepped up and made plays when their number was called and got us the win.
Have you ever tried to go up top on a QB sneak before, or is that just like you're not doing it?
I have not. No. I don't plan on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, it's obviously hard to win in the playoffs. You know that. Just how satisfying is it to be able to pull out another win and keep this thing rolling?
Yeah, it's very satisfying, especially when you play a team like that is so good at what they do. To come out with a win, beating a divisional team for the second time in 2 weeks is always tough, especially when it's those guys on the other side. So, big win for us.
Did you ever think about that your first game against Baltimore? I mean, how much did you think about that at all? So many times you played and coming into this week, how much has that ever crossed your mind?
Well, throughout the week of practice, you recall all the stuff that they've done to you over the years in all the games that you've played them, because they can throw it out at any moment. So you just call upon all those reps.
I mean, this is the first time in franchise history y'all won playoff games in back-to-back seasons. What does that say about maybe where the franchise is at potentially, where you think it might be headed?
We're in a great spot. We got great leaders in the locker room. Zach puts us all in the right mindset and in great positions to go and succeed, and we have the utmost faith in each other to go and make plays to win the game.
How do you balance maybe not having the offensive performance you guys hope for as a team, but still winning and advancing to the divisional round, knowing how hard that is to do?
Yeah, I mean, really, we had 3 possessions in the first half, and we scored on 2 of them, and then we come out of halftime and score a touchdown on our first possession in the second half, and then after that, I think we got 3 possessions and didn't come out with any points. So we got to finish the game better, but that first half was really good, and the first drive of the second half was really good.
How big was Jamar today? I felt like when the offense was coming up with 2 catches a drive.
Yeah, I mean, Jamar's a great player. one of the best, and so I'm always going to try to find him.
Is there something about this team, Joe, that doesn't panic when things are kind of falling apart? That at the end of the first half, there were plenty of opportunities to go, woe is us, but it seemed like you guys collected yourself in time and kind of turned the tide right after halftime.
Yeah, there's never any panic. We've been in these spots before, been in these big moments, understand that we have guys that are going to go make plays in moments like that, and so that gives us a lot of faith to just stay within ourselves, do our jobs, and come out with W's.
The touchdown. Go ahead.
So when you were coming out of halftime, you were walking with Jackson, obviously coming in and playing more. Do you have a message for him at some point once he came in, or you just
No, Jackson's played a lot of football for us. We have a lot of faith in Jackson. He works hard, gets his job done, so we're gonna count on him a lot. He's gonna have to step up, and he did today.
The touchdown to Jamal was kind of a classic slot, kind of. I don't know, was he running in the slot? Was he inside? Were you using him inside in that drive?
Yeah, he just found a zone and found a little space for me to put it on him, and then he made somebody miss and got a touchdown. So that's what he does.
You said talk about Zach getting on the right mindset, kind of for games like this, or something he said maybe last night or leading up to the game that maybe resonated, you think, with the rest of the team?
Zach, he always knows what to say. He's not a huge, rah-rah speech kind of guy, but he always finds those couple sentences that are just right for the right moment and resonate with everybody and hit home. And so that's what he's really good at.
What was that this week?
Tough to recall right now.
You said last week you like the hard path in the playoffs. How exciting is it going to Buffalo? Face a really good team next week.
Yeah, exciting moment. Big win this week, so we're going to enjoy this one tonight first, and then move on to them tomorrow. But really good team, great quarterback, great defense. It'll be a challenge.
Is there any kind of added emotional element seeing them after everything that happened almost 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think now that everyone has the news that he's doing a lot better and he's back with the team, it makes us all feel a lot better about playing football.
I think you told NBC this is a place you want to be. Was tonight like one of the reasons why? I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, love the fans here. It's I love being from Ohio and playing for this team and representing the state the way that I do, and our fans do a great job every single week of giving us energy and putting us in good position to make it hard on opposing teams when they come in here.
I know it's not business as usual, but last year was a pretty big deal, this team winning its first playoff game in 3 decades. Does it feel a little different this time around now that you guys made a Super Bowl run last year? More comfortable? Does it feel any different?
Playoff wins are always hard. They're always very satisfactory when you get them. So we're going to enjoy this one and move on to the next one when the time is right.